Penny Hardaway was supposed to be Magic Johnson 2.0, but instead, he was Derrick Rose, 15 years before Derrick Rose, once the most explosive and most popular point guard in the NBA. Hardaway's prime was derailed by multiple injuries. This is the story of Penny Hardaway, the greatest player that never was, and one of the biggest what-ifs in NBA history. Anthony Hardaway was born in 1971 in a poor neighborhood in Memphis, Tennessee. When he was 3, his mother moved to Oakland for work, leaving Anthony with his grandmother Louise, and it was Louise who gave Anthony his famous nickname. She was calling him Pretty, but due to her thick Southern accent, it sounded more like Penny, and soon everybody was calling him that. And to protect him from all the gang violence that was going on around them, Louise gave Penny the greatest gift he ever received: his first basketball. Soon Penny would spend all his days on the asphalt playground courts. I played for 9 hours a day since I was 8. Some boys would come play, go home, eat, then come back, and I'd still be there playing. Mostly, I played by myself. And when he reached high school, all those hours compounded and turned him into a basketball phenom. Hardaway could do everything with the ball. He was also bigger and faster than everybody. By his senior year, Penny stood at 6'7" with an insane 7'10" wingspan. He could easily shoot over every defender and swat their shots like mosquitoes. As a senior, Hardaway averaged an unreal 36 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, and 3 blocks per game. Hardaway's incredible play earned him the National High School Player of the Year award by Parade magazine. Penny could choose where he wanted to go to college, but he wanted to stay close to his grandma. So he opted for Memphis State, which is now the University of Memphis. But there was one big problem: Penny couldn't pass his acts, despite taking the test 4 times, which put him under the infamous Proposition 48 regulation for student athletes. While Hardaway was able to join Memphis State, he was academically ineligible to play during his freshman year. The only games he could play were so-called intramural games. And Penny, who was already a local hero and high school superstar, dominated. People used to fill the practice facility to max capacity to watch him play. But that meant nothing if he didn't improve academically. Thankfully, Penny earned all the credits he needed with a 3.4 GPA, and he was finally eligible to play as a sophomore. However, just when everything worked out for Penny, a near tragedy almost took his life. Hardaway played pickup games in an old neighborhood gym, and when he was returning home, Penny and one of his friends were robbed at gunpoint. The attackers fired several shots, and one of the bullets ricocheted off the ground and struck Hardaway's right foot after being shot. Penny was forced to lie face down on the pavement as the robber pointed a gun at his neck. I kept thinking, he's going to shoot me in my back. He's going to shoot me in my head. Thankfully, Penny survived. However, he was now faced with another battle. The bullet that hit him broke 3 metatarsal bones in his foot. But despite everything, the operation was successful. Penny made a full recovery and was finally able to play for the Tigers. And immediately, he showed what all the hype was about. Penny averaged 17 points, 7 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 2.5 steals, and 1.5 blocks per game, leading Memphis to the Elite 8 in the offseason. Penny was selected to the development team that scrimmaged against the 1992 Dream Team, helping them prepare for the Olympics after playing against Jordan and Magic Johnson. It was a walk in the park to play against college kids as a junior. Hardaway improved across the board with 23 points, 8 rebounds, 6.5 assists, and 2.5 steals per game. He was the most versatile player in college basketball, with a unique blend of skills that made him a hybrid between Magic Johnson and Scottie Pippen. Other than Magic, Nobody as tall as Penny handled the ball also effortlessly, with a deep bag of reverses, spins, crossovers, hesitations, and changes of pace. Hardaway could really do it all, but this was the age before the internet, when information was scarce, and while every NBA general manager knew about Penny, some NBA superstars didn't. Among those who had never heard about Hardaway was Shaquille O'Neal. Shah had just finished his first NBA season, where he dominantly won Rookie of the Year and got selected to the All-Star game, and because he was just as good in front of the camera as he was on the court, he quickly became one of the most popular players in the NBA. Marketing executives and film producers fell in love with Shah too, and after his rookie season, he got offered a role in a basketball film called Blue Chips, where he first met Hardaway, and when Shaq first saw Penny, he wasn't familiar with his game, actually believing that Hardaway was an actor. And even though the Orlando Magic had just a 1% chance to get the #1 overall pick, the stroke of luck,